Fatal rock ape encounter. In the dense, tangled forests of Southeast Asia, the air hung thick with humidity and the scent of earth. The sounds of wildlife echoed through the trees as a father and his son ventured deeper into the undergrowth. Their names were Pao and Tu, seasoned trackers and explorers of the region's secrets. Pao, a rugged man in his late 40s with years of experience navigating the wild, led the way. Tu, eager to follow in his father's footsteps, was a young man of 16, full of curiosity and determination. They had set out on this expedition to hunt for wild boars in parts of the jungle. They wanted to bring meat back to their village. As they tracked further, Pao's instincts told him they were nearing a place few had seen. The canopy above grew denser, blocking out much of the sunlight and casting long shadows over the forest floor. They came upon a clearing surrounded by towering trees, their roots twisting like ancient serpents. Tu, look at this, Pao called, pointing to a set of strange, large footprints embedded in the soft ground. These are not from any animal I've seen before. Tu crouched beside his father, examining the prints. They were unmistakably those of a primate, but far larger than any known species in the region. The prints sent a shiver down his spine. Could it be the rock ape, he whispered, recalling the local legends of a mysterious and aggressive creature said to inhabit these parts. Pao nodded, his face grim. We must be cautious. If the stories are true, this creature is not to be underestimated. They decided to set up camp for the night, keeping their senses alert for any signs of danger. As darkness enveloped the jungle, the sounds of nocturnal animals filled the air. The fire they built crackled and cast flickering shadows around them. Suddenly, a rustling noise broke the steady rhythm of the forest. Pao and Tu froze, their eyes scanning the darkness. Out of the shadows, a pair of glowing eyes appeared, reflecting the firelight. The creature stepped into the dim glow of the fire, a massive, hulking figure covered in matted fur, its eyes burning with an intelligence and ferocity that chilled them to the bone. The rock ape stood on two legs, towering over them, its powerful arms hanging at its sides. Pao grabbed his muzzleloader, stepping protectively in front of Malik. Stay behind me, son, he commanded, his voice steady despite the fear gripping his heart. The rock ape let out a low, menacing growl, baring its sharp teeth. It moved with a speed and agility that belied its massive size, lunging towards Pao. The father took a steady shot, a bullet slicing through the air, but the creature was still charging. It swatted Pao aside with a powerful swipe, sending him crashing into a tree. Father! Tu screamed, rushing to his father's side. Pao struggled to his feet, blood trickling down his face, his vision blurred. Run, Tu! Pao shouted, pushing his son away. Get to safety! Tu hesitated, torn between his father's command and his instinct to protect him. But the rock ape advanced, its eyes locked onto Pao. Desperation fueled Tu's actions as he picked up a fallen branch, igniting its end in the fire. He waved the makeshift torch at the creature, trying to drive it back. The rock ape snarled, momentarily retreating from the flames. Pao, using the brief respite, stood up and positioned himself beside Tu. They faced the creature together, father and son, united against the primal terror before them. With a deafening roar, the rock ape charged again. Pao and Tu fought bravely, their movements synchronized, but the creature's strength was overwhelming. In a final, desperate attempt to save his son, Tu pushed Pao out of harm's way, taking the full force of the rock ape's attack. Tu watched in horror as his father fell, the life draining from his eyes. Anguish and rage surged through him as he swung the flaming branch with all his might, striking the rock ape. The creature howled in pain, retreating into the shadows from whence it came. Breathing heavily, Tu dropped to his knees beside his father, tears streaming down his face. Father, no, he whispered, cradling Pao's lifeless body. The jungle around him seemed to mourn, the sounds of the night replaced by an eerie silence. Tu knew he had to survive, to honor his father's legacy and share their story. With a heavy heart, he gathered their belongings and began the long journey back, the memory of their encounter with the rock ape forever etched in his mind. The jungle had claimed its toll, but it had also forged a bond between father and son that no creature could ever break.
If you like this story, please like and subscribe. Thank you.